Hello, it's Kathy Cassidy. I'm here to read you chapter 27 of Love from Lexie. I hope you are handling the lockdown okay. I'm sitting outside. It's so sunny I've had to find a shady corner, so I hope the sun's shining where you are too. So to start off with, I'm going to read you or show you the filler between the chapters, and this time it's another song that Lexie has written, and it's called Lost and Found. So this is the song. Once I was lost without a map, I cried but made no sound. Once I was lost without a map, but I turned it all around. The chorus is, if I was lost, would you find me? If I was low, would you lift me high? If I needed you, would you be there? Would you even try? And then the next verse is, the world looked clean and clear and bright, the path was right ahead. But then you came and all was changed, I followed where you led. And then the chorus, and then the last verse. Into the fog, into the night, the darkness everywhere. I followed in your footsteps, but you were never there. And the chorus again. So here we go. Chapter 27 is called Cutting It Fine. I knew you could do it, Marley says, pulling out his earbuds after listening to the GarageBand link I've just sent him. Cutting it fine though, Lexie, cutting it fine. Another sad song, but brilliant. Just tell me it's not about me. We're sitting in the Leaping Llama, sharing a strawberry milkshake. I'm too tired, too weary now to tiptoe around his feelings or to disguise my own. I go down the honesty route. Bex would be proud. It's mostly about my mum, I tell him. She left me when I was 9. Went missing, I suppose. I never found out what happened to her. That's why I'm in foster. Marley blinks. God, Lexie, I'm sorry. I had no idea. You never asked, I say with a shrug. All that time hanging out, talking about music and the band, plotting our rise to fame. You never asked. Marley frowns. But we can talk about anything, he says. Lexie, I've never dated anyone else for more than a fortnight, only you. I thought you felt the same. I like you, I say. I like you a lot. You're one of my best friends. You drive me mad sometimes, but I still care, a lot. It's just, I feel like we're more mates than girlfriend-boyfriend. You must feel it too, surely? Marley looks stricken and I feel a stab of guilt. What if I've got this all wrong? If he's just shy or ultra-polite or trying to take things slow? None of those things seem very Marley. I smile at the thought. He's leaning forward, taking my hands in his. I've messed up, he admits. It's a skill I have, everybody says so. And the last few weeks have been hectic for everyone. I've had so much on my mind I can't think straight. I just want this gig to go well. I've been rubbish, I know, but I'll make it up to you. Let's just get Saturday out of the way first, okay? I bite my lip. Okay, I tell him. Deal. Cutting it fine proves to be something of an understatement with the new song, but we are more skilled, more professional now. And we set to work once more, determined to whip it into shape. We practice Lost and Found night after night until we're ready to drop. And I'm sure that Bex is about to smash her bass guitar over Marley's head, until I sense that Happy would like to stab him with her violin bow, until every last one of us wishes we'd never dreamed of being in a band. We're exhausted, but at least the end is in sight. Milford is almost ready to protest, ready to party. The Gazette has published a final spread about the festival, showcasing the cool activities on offer and bringing the world up to speed on Ked Wilder. Apparently he's been off the radar for a decade or more, living quietly in the Devon countryside. Nobody's been able to tempt him to pick up his guitar again until now. He's going to sing, he's going to speak out about the libraries, and then he's going to give a TV interview about it all. Miss Walker says it's the BBC, Bex said. How cool would that be? Cool, I say, but what I mean is terrifying. National TV, as in TV seen by people outside of Milford, outside the Midlands, people everywhere. Someone told Marley and he's gone even more power crazy and perfectionist than usual, Bex comments, fluffing up her newly crimson hair. Nightmare. The sooner this is over, the better. We watch the park transform, invaded by trucks and vans and teams of workmen who construct the main stage and mixing desk, put up a big backstage tent and 4 long marquees, then cordon off the whole thing with fancy festival fencing. I can't quite imagine that by Saturday the park will be rammed with people who want to support the libraries, who want to see Ked Wilder play, but it's happening. It's unstoppable now. Marley crosses another day off the calendar, and another until finally we reach Friday, the day before the gig, and there are no more days to cross off. The new song is sounding pure and powerful with a heart-stopping trumpet solo from Lee, soulful strings and some really intricate harmonies when Marley sings too. It's great, but Marley pushes us onwards, striving for some elusive perfection only he can see. The mood of the band is simmering somewhere just below boiling point. There is mutiny in the air. We're almost there, Marley promises, once more through the whole set, and we'll have it sounding sweet as honey from the top. But Sasha sits down heavily on the sofa edge, her shoulders slumped. I can't, she says. I'm worn out and my head is hurting. Let's call it a day. No pain, no gain, Marley warns. Just once more through. Come on. We've been here since 4, Marley, Bex says. It's past 9. Sasha's right. Enough is enough. I reckon the timings were off on back then, Marley argues. Let's just get that sorted and then we can go. Sumia, always quiet, dependable, easygoing, shakes her head. Don't you ever listen, Marley? We tell you we've had enough and you don't hear us. You don't care. We're okay, we're good even, as ready as we'll ever be. I've turned up to every practice. Do you even know how hard that's been for me? The lies I've had to tell my parents. They think I'm at some kind of study club at school or at Sasha's house revising. I've had GCSE exams since the middle of May, Marley. I'm year 11, remember? I sat 3 of the things this week and there are another 2 next week, but all you care about is this stupid festival tomorrow and whether you'll make the big time based on our hard work. Well, sorry, I'm done. Samia grabs her jacket and heads for the door, Sasha not far behind. Okay, Marley is yelling. We'll leave it, whatever. Don't walk out, Samia. We need you. And Sasha, please. Leave it, Marley, Sasha says. Tomorrow is our big day. We need some sleep. I'll be back at 10 for a last rehearsal, sure, and Samia too. But right now, we're going. The door clatters shut behind them. Sometimes you push them too far, Dylan says into the silence. Chill out, dude. We're only human. We clear away in awkward silence and the others leave in 2s and 3s until it's just me and Marley left. Sasha's right, I tell him. We all need some sleep. Things will look better in the morning. Will they? Sure, they always do, I promise, although I'm not sure that's actually true. Come on, Marley, let's lock up. We hide the key in its usual place underneath the steps and walk hand in hand across the park. It looks alien in the falling light, filled with the looming shapes of tents and marquees, and Marley can't relax. He's all wound up, convinced that Sasha and Samia have walked out for good, that tomorrow's performance will be a disaster. They'll be there, I tell him. They're just tired. They've had enough for one day. We all have. Am I the only person who actually cares about tomorrow? Marley growls. Without me, the band would still sound like a car crash. Don't they get that it takes hard work and practice to pull a set like this together? Is it wrong to be a perfectionist? Marley, My voice trails away into silence as I notice a couple of figures up ahead of us in the half-light, close to the Music Zone tent. One of them is Charlene Scott, dressed to kill in tiny denim shorts and a crop top. The other is her boyfriend, 6 foot tall and built like a tank. Tank boy turns, catches sight of Marley and instantly stands taller, gritting his teeth. I feel cold all over. Ignore them, Marley, I whisper. Just keep walking. But Marley has stopped in his tracks. His hackles are up, his eyes alight as he shifts from one foot to the other, his hands scrunched into fists. "All right, loser," Marley says, calmly, clearly. "Nice evening. Out for a walk with your dog?" Charlene's face slides from happy to horrified to hurt. She bursts into tears and her boyfriend launches himself at Marley, shoving him to the ground. All I can hear then is swearing and the crunch of knuckle against bone, grunts of pain and ragged gasps for breath. And Charlene is sobbing in the background. Marley's face is slick with blood and dirt. He isn't even trying to fight back. Cutting through the falling dusk sounds my own piercing scream. "Help! Please, somebody, help!" So, dramatic end to chapter 27, and you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out what happens next, but definitely we're getting to the exciting bits. Take care. Please, hug somebody in your family, send a message to your friends, check out the Dreamcatcher blog if you're feeling a bit lost and lonely and need some support or reassurance. Do whatever you can to stay happy, to stay chilled, and catch up tomorrow. Take care.